On this journey of getting jacked, I've learned a lot about women. It just opens so many new doors, so many opportunities that weren't possible before. And to be honest, a lot of opportunities and doors that you didn't even know were even there before. The stuff I do now is entirely inconceivable to the version of myself from 3 years ago when I was 23 years old. And I can say with confidence that it wouldn't have been possible if I wasn't jacked. So when it comes to being jacked and what it means to women, getting jacked, it just signals, strength. It signals, protection, security, dominance. It's what a woman is attracted to naturally. If you think about it, it makes sense from an evolutionary standpoint. This guy, he's mature, he's disciplined, he's strong, he can take care of himself, he knows how to fight. Even if that's not true, it's the appearance that you give off. And so it's just attractive to women when you give off that kind of vibe, when you give off that kind of appearance. Kind of like when women put on makeup and wear revealing clothing. It's kind of like they're showing off their body, they're trying to make themselves look younger, they're trying to make themselves look more beautiful so that we're more attracted to them. In the same way, being jacked, putting on muscle, is makeup for men, except it's more real, it's more authentic, and it's better for you compared to makeup. This is something that's good for your health, it's good for your mental health, your physical health, it's good for your confidence. And it's going to push you forward in life in so many different aspects and avenues. A lot of guys, they argue that it doesn't matter. You don't need to be jacked, or you can pick up girls with only your personality. I'm gonna be very honest, that's some very, very, I'm not trying to turn this into like a red pill kind of channel, but it's some very, very like blue pill mentality. If you're that kind of person who, thinks you're gonna only meet a girl authentically with your personality, it's just not likely, it's just not the case. You might in your lifetime meet one or two like that because of scenarios where you're forced to consistently and repeatedly meet them over and over again, such as school, environments like school, or environments like your workplace, where they're forced to get to know you personally. And so maybe because of that, the attraction develops on a deeper level. But for most guys, and most of the time, what the case is that they're just not attracted to you. So right off the bat, they've already made the decision that we're not attracted to this guy. He's not going to be a potential partner of ours, and that's it. You're closed. The door is closed. You see, when you're dating, when you're looking for women to hang out with, date, it's like a funnel. It's like a business funnel. So the top of the funnel is, the looks. It's what's going to get you in the door. Your first impression, and that's everything. Because if you don't get that, you don't get anything else. After you get that first impression, that's when the other stuff matters. Your confidence, your personality, your charisma, and then who you actually are, what your values are, and then closing the deal at the bottom. But most guys, they don't even get the first part, the top of the funnel, correct. And so because of that, they can't get women. Or the only woman that they can get to speak to them in their circles is women who just use them as their friends, but will never take them seriously, or they'll simp for women, something like that. And trust me, I know a lot of guys are coping and saying, we have a chance, or she cares about my personality. Trust me, man, she doesn't, she's using you. I know this for a fact because I'm the guy on the other side. I've been that guy on the other side. I'm not proud to admit it, but I've been the guy on the other side. The one that she's actually hooking up with, the one that she actually desires, while she's using you as just a friend, for validation or whatever reason. I don't know why they keep guys as just friends, but trust me when I say that they're not attracted to you. Getting jacked it gets you through that first piece of the funnel. It gets you the looks, and it gets you, attraction from a large portion of women. Not everyone, but a large portion of women will be attracted to you initially. And so that's a huge difference. Like I said before, if you don't have that, what happens is you only maybe get one woman, every 2 years, or one woman every year, from work or from school. They get to know you on a personal level just because they're forced to, because you're going to work or school together. But if you don't have that, you're not really getting to know women on that deeper level. With that being said, a lot of guys have been commenting on some of my more recent videos. They've been saying it's not everything. There's a lot of other things that do matter when it comes to attracting women, when it comes to just life in general, or you shouldn't be focusing on women. What I gotta say to that is it's absolutely true. You don't want to be a gym cell, you don't want to be a gym bro either. You don't want to be the guy who's hanging out in the gym 2 hours every single day, making the gym their own personality. And I'll tell you why, and it's a double reason why it's not good. First of all, those guys are always significantly smaller. They're making less gains. They're less successful in the gym. All of those guys who spend their whole lives in the gym, they spend multiple hours a day, every single day in the gym. A lot of them don't even look like they lift, believe it or not. It's very shocking, but it's not surprising to me because these guys clearly don't understand what it takes. They have a passion for the gym, but they don't understand what it takes in order to actually be successful in the gym. I always tell people, make the gym a priority. If you want to see success in the gym, you got to make it a priority. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to make it your personality. You don't want to be the gym bro or the gym cell who just hangs out in the gym all day, every day. Because yeah, like I said, one is that it's not going to make you successful in the gym, first of all. But secondly, it's also, just not going to be attractive to women because the gym's your whole personality. It's your whole life. You don't have anything interesting things going on. And on top of that, you're not leveling up in any other areas. You're not leveling up your social skills. You're not leveling up your life outside of the gym. So, you're just naturally not going to have things to talk about. You're not going to know what to talk about. And everything else kind of just doesn't go together well. Overall, I would say, don't be a gym self. Don't be one of those guys who just hangs out in the gym all day, every day. It's not good for your gains. It's not good for your success outside of the gym either. It's much better to have the gym complement your lifestyle. So for me, I always thought of myself as an athlete. That was my personality. That was like my persona or my archetype. Like I was an athlete. That's who I always am. That's my vision in the background, or like a warrior or a fighter. And so the gym just complements that because it's like you get yourself strong and muscular, right? You hit the gym to benefit and complement your life. You don't hit it as your whole entire thing. That's what I find the leverage of the gym really stacks up. Does that make sense? We talk about the funnel, we talk about, the gym is only the top of the funnel, but in reality, if you actually use the gym the way it's meant to be, if you use it to complement your life and you get jacked, you're doing that and you're staying disciplined and you're leveling up in the gym, what's gonna happen is that a lot of the other stuff in the funnel, we're talking about some funnel like some kind of like weird woman or sales funnel, but just bear with me, it's an analogy. A lot of the other stuff that matters when it comes to attracting women or just in life in general is going to naturally fall into place. That's what getting jacked does. That's what staying disciplined in the gym, pushing yourself hard, working on building something that's actually meaningful. It's going to make you naturally better in so many other areas. Your confidence is going to go up, your social skills are going to go up, your charisma, your mental health, your strength, the way people look at you, the way people treat you. These things are going to benefit a lot of other areas as well, not just the initial physical attraction that you get from women, the first impression, the looks. Of course, that's a huge part of it, but it's actually benefiting everything else as well. You just end up becoming like this supreme package, this ideal version of what a woman desires. And I really wish that some of you guys can get to this level where you become the guy that's kind of like the woman's like most ideal man, basically like their Prince Charming. Because what happens when you get to that point, it's so amazing because it's like they really idealize. It's basically like in reverse. Like right now, you guys are like, double texting, like sending out messages to girls. You're getting left on red for like 12 hours, getting one message every 3 days, whatever. It's like the girl doesn't want you, right? So what happens when you get jacked and when you train, like I just told you, when you level up in the gym, you get jacked, you stay disciplined, then everything else kind of clicks into place, is that you end up becoming this package of a guy that the girl actually idealizes. And so now it's like the other way around. Now she's texting you, she's double texting you, always trying to catch your attention, always trying to, talk with you, be around you, be near you. And it's basically like, you're the Prince Charming, like she's idealizing you. She doesn't see any flaws in you, she sees you as being perfect. You might have seen it once or twice, in high school or whatever, where, there's that one pretty boy who the TikTok guy, who the girl like really likes, and she's like looking at him with like doe eyes or whatever. It's like you become that guy. Obviously, most of us weren't gifted with that kind of looks naturally, but most of us can actually achieve that if we do the right things, put in the hard work, put in the time, stay disciplined. And that's one of the best things to have, especially when the girl's, young and beautiful. It's like God just gave you the best gift on the planet. And I really wish that for all of you, because that's one of the best things about life in general. I feel like it's one of the best things to have, and you can definitely get there. And I really wish that for every single one of you watching this video. Now let's go over quickly some of the biggest objections a lot of people have. So one of the biggest ones is like, oh, it's shallow to get jacked for women, or getting jacked and attracting women, that's a douchebag move, or that's something that only bad people do. They think there's something like that. Basically, this is just an excuse because they don't want to do the hard work, they don't want to invest the time, so they're just finding an easy excuse to stay out of the work and also keep their mental and moral mindset as high as possible. But the truth is that getting jacked is not shallow, it's not, immoral or anything like that. It's healthy, it's good for you. Think about it. When a woman puts on makeup, do you think, oh wow, she's using makeup? Or do you think, wow, she's very beautiful? Most of the time we think, wow, she's very beautiful, right? Getting jacked is like that, but it's way less shallow than makeup. Getting jacked is you're benefiting yourself, you're benefiting society, you're attracting women, you're inspiring people, you become more confident, you're stronger, you're more secure, you're more confident, you provide more value to the world. Getting jacked is not immoral. In fact, if you're watching this video, you're watching this video for a reason right now. So if you're watching this video, you're morally obligated to get jacked. If you're not jacked already and you're watching this video, you are morally obligated to go and get jacked. I don't want to hear no excuses, no nothing. I don't want to hear, I'll do it, after I finish moving, or after I get a new job, or after whatever. There's always another excuse, there's always another whatever coming up in the way. Life's gonna happen, people are always gonna have objections. You gotta find a way to make it happen. That's just the way, that's the truth of the matter, that's just the way it is. And then we have, getting jacked it's too hard, it takes too much time, it's too expensive, all these like random excuses. Bro, that's everything in life. Everything in life is gonna take time, it's gonna take effort, it's gonna take money. And everything worth having is gonna take time, effort, and probably some money. Nothing really comes for free. Nothing worth having comes easy, nothing worth having comes for free. Getting jacked is the greatest life upgrade that you can make. You're wasting time, scrolling through your phone. You're wasting money on nights out. How many $100 nights out have you had in the last 2 months? You're wasting effort texting girls who don't text you back, who leave you undelivered for 12 hours, for 24 hours. Why don't you just spend the time and the effort to actually get yourself to a point where they're chasing you instead? Why don't you just do that? A lot of people also say that they'll do it later. Listen, the truth about it is life's always gonna get in the way. So you might feel like, next month when I finish moving, or next month when I get a new job, or next month when I settle in somewhere else, then I'll do it. It's not actually gonna be better next month. That's your brain tricking you to be lazy. Basically, your brain tricks you to always take the path of least resistance. If you don't have to do something, if you're not forced to do something, your brain will make you take the lazy path. So you have to recognize that and realize that it's holding you back from actually making real progress, and that you have to make the conscious effort yourself. The truth of the matter is that the best time to get jacked was yesterday, but the second best time is to start right now, because life is only going to get more and more time consuming as you get older. As you get older, you're gonna have relationships, family, mortgages. You're gonna have to think about, your own parents are getting older. All these other things are gonna start coming up. Now is the only time you're gonna have the most amount of time. So if you feel like you don't have time now, you're definitely not gonna have time 2 years from now, or 5 years from now, or even 2 months from now. It's not that likely, man. The truth is, if you don't take action now, you're not gonna take action ever, and you won't see the results you want to see, and you're not gonna achieve the body that you wanted to have. If you're new to the gym, or if you've been in the gym for a while, and you want a quick and easy win, I have a free checklist that has about 20 of my best tips to get jacked. If that sounds like something of interest to you, be sure to check that out in the description below. Go and grab it, it's completely free. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, I enjoyed talking about this kind of stuff and passing my information to you. If you have any questions, or if you have anything to add on to what I just said, please let me know in the comments below. But other than that, like the video if you did, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.